Good morning, my dear students. As you know that in our last class we studied about noun, what is noun, and afterward we studied some types of noun, just like what is proper noun, what is common noun, and what is compound noun. I think that nobody will get any problem in understanding noun and its types, just like proper noun, common noun, and compound noun. Now today we will study some remaining parts of his noun, some remaining parts of noun, just like what is countable noun. Now see students, what is countable noun? Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted, which means कि countable nouns are those nouns which we can easily count. We will get no any problem in counting such type of nouns. For example, car, cup, etc. These types of nouns are known as countable nouns. Next noun is uncountable noun. Now see what is uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted, which means uncountable nouns are those nouns which we will not count it, or in which we are unable to count it. For example, sugar, milk, such type of nouns are uncountable noun. We will not count such type of things, so that's why such type of things should be known as uncountable noun. Now see next, what is collective noun. Now see what is collective noun. Collective nouns are words that refer to a set or group of people, animals, or things, which means कि collective nouns are those type of nouns in which we will show a group or set of people, animals, or things. Such type of noun should be known as what? Collective noun. For example, staff, team, crew, etc. These type of words should be belonging from collective noun. In these three types of words, staff, team, and crew, we are showing there a group of people with the help of one single word. So that's why all these three are belonging from collective noun. Now see afterward next type of noun. What is concrete noun? Concrete nouns are nouns which refer to people and things, which means concrete noun are those nouns in which we will show something about people and things, and after what should be given there that exist physically, means these type of things, this type of two subject, just like people and things, they are remain physically, and at least one of the sense can be detected. And after what should be given there, we will detect at least one sense in this type of subject, just like people and things, which means it can be seen, felt, heard, smelt, or taste them, which means in that type of subject, just like related to people and things, in this type of subjects we can just which type of sense we can feel in it. We can see them, we can feel them, we can hear them, we can smell them, or we can taste them. So such type of words belonging from what? Concrete noun. For example, water, moon, etc. These words or these things should be belonging from concrete noun, because we can easily see water, and also we can easily hear the sound of water. Similarly, we can easily see moon also. So that's how these two both words or remaining etc. such type of words belonging from what? Concrete noun. Now afterward, see next type of noun, abstract noun. Now see what is an abstract noun. Abstract nouns are nouns that have no physical existence, which means abstract nouns are those nouns which have no physical existence, means which have no any existence in a physical way. and are not concrete, and also these nouns are not belonging from concrete nouns. They refer to ideas, emotions, or concept that you cannot see, which means in abstract nouns we cannot see such type of things, just like ideas, emotions, or concepts. That type of thing should be just remain there, but we will not see it. Or afterward, touch, hear, smell, or taste, we cannot touch them, we cannot hear them, we cannot smell them, and also we cannot taste them. So such type of things which belonging from such type of categories are known as what? Abstract noun. Now see, afterward what should be given there? All abstract nouns are uncountable, which means we cannot count abstract noun. So that's why we can say here कि all abstract nouns are uncountable. For example, love, we cannot love, happiness, bravery, etc. All these things are belonging from what? Abstract noun. We cannot see love, we cannot see happiness or bravery, we can only feel it, we can only feel it. So that's why these type of words belonging from what? Abstract noun. I think that nobody will get any problem in understanding countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun, concrete noun, abstract noun. Now afterward, one last noun remain left, that is gerund. Now see, what is gerund? It is a noun formed from a verb, which means in gerund is also one type of noun which always formed by the help of what? Verb. So we can say that those nouns which can formed by the help of verb are known as gerund. After what should be given there? Ki all gerunds end in ing, means all words which belonging from gerunds, at the last part of that word ing always take place. For example, running is good for you. If you will see such type of example, now see what should be given there. Here running to look like a verb, because here in this sentence running is good for you. Here what should be given there? Here running look like a verb. We can see running here just like a verb because of its ing ending, because at the end of that word run there should be given ing, but it is a noun gerund. But we can say that in this sentence running is good for you, running is a noun or gerund because we are talking about the concept of running, because we are here, because we are talking about what? Concept of running. We can say that here we are just talk about the concept of running. We are talking about a thing. Here we are just talking about a thing in a form of running. So that's why such type of words are also belonging from what? Gerund. So I think that today, or we can say that, so I think that you will not get any problem in understanding this type of noun gerund. So I think that beta all of you understand all these types of noun. So today I have completed this topic noun. I think that nobody will get any problem in understanding all these type of noun. For example, proper noun, common noun, compound noun, afterward countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, and gerund. So today I have completed this topic noun. I hope that all of you understand this topic in a very easily way. So learn it, read it, first of all read it and then learn it. Have a nice day all of you. Take care.